We are, man.
Broccoli and cheese.
Broccoli and cheese soup.
This is something.
Man, welcome back to another week. And I just checked it. Green call. ZELTARIS left a comment on the last one. I'm gonna read those after this one's done.
All right.
But we're back with another episode. Continuing, he is my master.
Yes.
Last time we left off, Shadow ran away. Sonic and Knuckles were headed to the campfire.
That's a game.
Yes, it is. That is a reference. So, indeed. So we are going to enter this world again, Jonathan.
Oh man, like you dimmed the lights.
If you please.
I
I had to turn them bitches off. All right.
All right. He is my master. Chapter 98. Scene 87. Sonic at the fire. Exterior campfire continues. Knuckles and Sonic walk toward the campfire where Shade, Laura Lay the Echidna, Rutan the Echidna, and Sabel the Echidna are sitting on logs in a circle around it. They look up as Sonic and Knuckles approach.
All right. Sit down. I'll get some food.
Sonic looks surprised as Knuckles leaves. Then he looks back at the four echidnas at the fire, who are all watching him with unreadable expressions. Sonic swallows and strides up to them confidently. Shade's expression turns suspicious as soon as Sonic starts talking.
Hi! I'm the guy that came here this morning. Sonic's the name and Speed's my game. Nice to meet ya.
All we hear is the sound of crickets and the crackling of the fires.
Corny!
We see
Lame!
one by one. Rutan gives Sonic a scorching glare and slides his fingers over the knife on his belt. Sonic raises an eyebrow at him.
I might feel threatened if he didn't look like a case of seriously angry acne.
Saber barely looks up and doesn't meet Sonic's gaze. He seems disinterested and stares back into the fire.
Chaos. Whip up a graveyard stare there, Gramps. Well, at least you didn't try to hit me with a cane or something.
Shade stares at Sonic with cold disdain. Sonic recalls meeting her at the slave hunter camp.
Oh yeah, still quite a charmer, ain't she?
Sonic sighs, looking deflated. He looks up as Knuckles returns with 2 shish kebabs, but Knuckles just gives him one and shrugs like you're on your own.
Who wants to be Laura Lee? We got new characters.
The blessings of the flame be upon our guests.
Sonic's eyebrows rise at her friendly tone and melodious voice.
Ha!
She looks at him warmly and motions for Sonic to sit, but Rutan abruptly stands up before Sonic can sit down.
Laura Lee, the sacred blessings are not for such as him.
The blessings of the spirit are mine to give. That is my right as a shaman. Also, if you dare talk to me like that again, I will cut your quills and eat them raw.
His spirit is broken.
Wakanda forever.
He enjoys his captivity. There is nothing in him worth blessing.
Nigger.
Sonic bristles.
Great timing. Great timing there. Absolutely.
Thank you. I do my best. Rutan, watch your tongue. He is a guest here and he will be treated with respect.
He does not respect himself. Why should I?
Hork.
That one might be homophobic.
Hork.
Damn, that's not right.
Just like rainbows, hopefully they'll disappear soon.
Yo, how about talking to me first? I can. All right, I'll do it again.
Yeah, I was about to say, take it again.
Yo, how about talking to me first? I can hear you, you know.
Rutan gives Sonic a condescending glance without meeting his gaze. I don't talk to pets.
Oh! Oh!
No,
Shit!
That nigga's definitely
Slave!
homophobic. Holy shit.
I don't talk to slaves.
Dude,
What is that nigga doing on that nan?
dude, I've got friends who talk to plants. Get the high and mighty warrior codex unlocked from wherever someone stuck it up you.
Rutan
Little
now
bitch.
meets Sonic gaze with a look
Stupid
of
bitch.
astonishment and murderous rage. Sonic shrugs and sits down on the log, but Rutan suddenly grabs him by the collar and throws him away from the fire, shouting, Don't you dare sit where free people do.
Oh, man.
Oh, I picked the one.
Oh my
I finally
god!
decided to voice
man.
the character.
You got one, and you got the one.
I was thinking homophobic, like, that's racist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
We don't like your kind around here.
Sonic lands on his rear and hisses in pain. Knuckles gives him a knowing look, but then turns to Rutan angrily.
Rutan, you will stop this now. You are a disgrace to our tribe.
Shade is watching them with cool interest. Saber is still looking at the fire. Laura Lee opens her mouth to say something, but Rutan speaks first. The one who disrespects the laws of the tribe is you, son of the god.
I'm already.
We don't invite scum to share our fire. Sonic picks up his shish kebab, which is now covered in dirt, and stands up.
You know what? Don't bother. I think I've lost my appetite.
I don't care about your appetite. In times of war, pets starve.
You just gotta beat his ass.
Right.
Sonic ignores Rutan and gives his shish kebab to Knuckles.
Fuck you then, nigga.
You mean well, bud, but unless that idiot doesn't take back what he said or drags his sorry ass out of here pronto, I think I'd rather go for a run than stay.
Yeah, run away to your master and cry at his feet where you belong. Rutan moves to cut across Sonic as he speaks, but he's suddenly knocked down by a speedy attack from Sonic.
XX.
He stares at Sonic standing above him, wide-eyed and shocked. Sonic dusts off his hands.
These are times of war. Was that what you said? Well then listen. I'm trying to sound it out. Well then listen, because tomorrow I'm gonna defeat the guy who's been forcing you into that war and who's had your kids enslaved and your prince kidnapped while you, tough guy, couldn't do a damn thing to stop him. And that's why I should stamp his ugly mug into the dirt tomorrow. As an added bonus, I'm gonna do it just to spite you.
Sonic dashes off into the night.
Sonic Dash, pew.
The echidnas are left in silence for a few moments.
Well done, Rutan. You just earned yourself a Sunday dinner. I just kind of phoned that one in. My bad,
Now
guys.
get this man a shield.
Get this man a shield.
I needed an accent.
Hail Hydra. Chapter 99, scene 88,
Remember when
Night
they did all those
Rush.
shops over that nigga when he said Hail Hydra and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like they
And-
shopped it with like Spider-Man. It was like fuck responsibility.
Yeah, it was a wild time for the internet.
Crazy.
Exterior plains a minute later. Sonic runs across the plains in the moonlight.
Pew.
Nigger.
You think after a week of this treatment, I would have gotten used to it. But Chaos, I did want to punch that guy.
Sonic shakes his head to clear it.
No, I don't need to hurt others to feel free. I just need to run. Just the ground blurred between my feet, fresh air in my lungs, no shackles on my ankles, no leash tied to my neck. This is what I need. This is
Sonic cuts his thoughts off with a gasp of realization and screeches to a halt.
actually what I really need.
Sonic dashes away in a different direction.
You know-
Shadow gets a text saying you up.
It's like, hey, bro, I'm on my way back to the tent. Alright.
Sonic got
Just one.
one.
That's it.
One.
One.
That's it. Nothing else? No.
No, that's it. Just one. Chapter 100. Hey!
Woo!
Wow.
Scene 89. Sonic Tails. Okay. Scene 90. Shadow at the fire. Oh!
I just like I had a mind blowing moment.
Oh!
Sonic Tails.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Mad Tails.
Yes, right there, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Words.
Yeah, that's how it
Tails.
works.
Tails.
Is this Tails?
Shut the fuck up, man. John.
Exterior Echidna camp a minute later. Sonic stalks through the darkness in a different part of the Echidna camp looking for something. He occasionally receives unfriendly looks from echidnas who notice him, but most don't. Sonic smiles as he sees what he's looking for. Exterior other campfire continues. There's only one person sitting at this campfire, but we can't tell who yet. Sonic approaches from behind and steps into the firelight.
Hi there, kiddo. Miss me?
We see young Tails is the one sitting at the fire. He looks up at Sonic with wide eyes and his jaw drops.
Sonic?
Sonic grins broader and thumbs his own chest with pride.
The one and only. Come on, don't I get a hug?
No.
Ah,
We don't hug pets.
You're alive? I don't hug blacks.
absolutely. Racism.
Ape.
Jig. Tails slowly smiles in amazed disbelief. Sonic eventually lets his arms fall to his sides again and his bright grin becomes a small smile. He walks over to Tails and squats beside him.
Oh, sure am. I shit.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Sonic gently ruffles Tails' head fur.
Don't you worry about me, kiddo. I always pull through.
I thought I'd never see you again. Not ever.
Not ever. Never ever.
Never ever.
A hint of sorrow flashes by on Sonic's face, but then he gives Tails a friendly wink.
Well, what can I say? I'm a guy full of surprises.
Tails steps closer and hugs Sonic's knees.
I'm glad you're here.
Likewise, Squirt.
But you're still a spook. You've not been set free by the prince like me.
Nah, don't sweat it. I like being together with Shadow, remember? I'm happy with him, and that's what really matters. Besides, if I wasn't free to go where I wanted anyway, how do you think I could have come to see you tonight?
You came to see me?
You're my little buddy. Of course I wanted to know if you were doing okay.
Tails' face lights
Yay.
up in a stunned happiness.
Wow.
Knuckles pals treating you right?
Yeah, I guess. Some of them are nice. Some are a bit rough. But it's a lot nicer than being with my old master before Prince Shadow bought me.
It's all like a fucking Game Boy game talking. Like, yeah, you know, I got bought.
I bought. Nigga traded me in
Pretty cool. You know.
for store credit.
10%
Right.
store credit.
I traded my shit for $2.
Traded in the game for a pair of socks.
Went and got me an icy. Christ.
Great to hear. Just remember that no one has the right to treat you like a slave or a pet anymore.
Oh, hey, the hedgehog pet.
Laura Sue, the echidna, stands behind Sonic and vigorously ruffles Sonic's head fur as she cuts him off. Sonic whirls around in surprise.
You are the blue, spiky cutie the prince brought with him. And wait, I know the name that he has given you. It was, Sonic, right? Or Sunny.
Sonny, boy.
The name is Sonic. And I picked it myself, thanks. Chaos knows if Shadow had gotten a chance to name me, I'd probably be called Maria or something. or Mario.
Woo.
And that would probably be worse. Not to mention a nightmare for copyright. Yeah, this one.
Laura Sue looks puzzled.
Everybody gets to listen to this one.
Here-
This might not be up that long.
Here we go. Here we go. Tell Charles Martinet I'm coming for him.
Okie dokie.
I got it.
So long, gave out.
So long enough.
Thank you so much for playing my game. That's gonna sound so fun. That's gonna sound crazy in the final. I can't wait.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright, Laura Sue looked puzzled. Anyway, who are you?
The name is Larry Sue. Nice to meet you.
Okay, Dr.
You
Seuss.
may be friends with Tails.
Laura Sue nods towards Tails, who regards her with an appropriate mix of friendliness and terror.
Ah!
Yeah, me and Shadow both wanted to have him out of the way of the war, so I came to make sure he's alright.
Ooh. So it was your decision to bring him here
Yeah. I'm reading like ahead and shit.
He's adapted so far. He's adapted well so far. He's a great kid, real smart.
They both look at Tails, who looks at the ground and starts fiddling with his tails bashfully.
I'll say, and hey, I don't know what kind of standing you have in the tribe, but after all this is over, think you can find someone to teach him to read and write and stuff? Can't say for sure yet, but I have a feeling he'll probably like building stuff too. Oh, and he can fly.
Huh?
I can?
Sonic jabs a thumb at Tails' tails as he continues.
Seriously, he moves those tails like a helicopter just takes off.
Laura Sue looks puzzled again.
I know it doesn't make any sense, but like what? Like a hell? Oh, the point is, it works. Trust me.
All right, if you say so.
Like that accent is gone. I don't know.
But he's part of the tribe now. So we teach him all that we can anyway. I guess you can leave nothing for a while then.
I'll do it.
I am going here.
I was about to say that man is going straight. I'll just do a high pitched Knuckles voice.
I am struggling.
It's so Boy was hitting speed bumps.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Oh man. All right.
Getting hit on wake up every time.
Boy. Shh.
Only for.
Oh wow. Wow. Wrong voice.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Only for a couple of days. But tell you what, sometimes it seems like a lot longer to me.
Huh. You're some funny kind of guy, you know that? I can see why Tall Doc and Stripesome wanted to keep you especially.
Hey, who said I'm not the one deciding to stay with him?
Laura Sue laughs and stands back up.
Ha! All right then. You're obviously a guy in demand. I'd better get back and see how my brother is doing. But I guess I'll see you around later.
Laura Sue gives them a two-fingered salute and then jogs away stone cold. Sonic and Tails stare after her.
Right.
Sonic turns back to Tails and shakes his head with a small smile.
I guess you're in good hands then, little buddy. Though I don't know if you'll be safe here when the battling starts.
I actually been taking us somewhere safe tonight. That's why I have to stay awake. They said we'd leave soon when it's dark and no one can see us. Some of the other Puggles are actually angry that we have to leave because they want to stay and fight, but
Tails looks at the ground.
I'm kind of glad they won't let us stay here for the war. I think it might be really scary.
Sonic puts a hand on Tails' shoulder.
Oh!
Let's settle for
Jumpy.
wow. Let's settle for that.
No!
No, you're on the wrong line.
Oh wow, I'm on the wrong one.
Thespian.
Line!
Cobra.
Line. All right.
Hey, no need to be ashamed for thinking that, little buddy. That's common sense. I'm glad you'll be safe. Also, I'm probably lucky I managed to catch you before you left, huh?
I think I'm lucky that you found me.
Tails looks up at Sonic with wide eyes and a shy smile. Sonic settles next to Tails and swings an arm across his shoulders.
Let's settle for that. Wait, let's settle for that. We're both the lucky ones, right, Squirt?
Okay.
Squirt.
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 Tails curls up against Sonic a bit, and Sonic relaxes further, smiling up at the sky. Then Tails looks up at him again.
But I don't even get why you picked me. I mean, there were lots of slave kits at that market.
And I wish I could have freed them all right there, kiddo. But hopefully that will come afterwards. When we show Black Doom that he picked the wrong hedgehogs to mess with. Again. But I wanted to help you, especially because you remind me of someone back home.
Oh, was he someone you knew before the slavers took you?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So what did you and him do together then?
Well, want to hear some awesome stories?
CP.
C90. Exterior campfire continued. Shadow arrives at the first campfire where Knuckles, Laura Lee, Shade, Saber, and Rutan are still sitting. Rutan is trying to eat the dirty shish kebab.
It's gonna be a fun edit, this one, boy. Good evening. Thank you for giving us shelter for the day.
Good evening, Prince Shadow.
Whatever.
May the blessings of this flame be upon you. I'm afraid a companion left us before you joined. He's been gone for a while now, actually. He's still sad.
You mean he ran off again?
Please make the king.
Well, he certainly took off faster than I could follow him, that's for sure. But I can't blame him for it. One of our tribe behaved in a less than welcoming manner toward him because of his status.
I knew it. I knew it was homophobia. I knew it.
He's a slave. Nigger. Did we have a Shade? I'll be Shade. Your slave got fed up with it and floored him, though.
Rutan growls.
Yes, that does sound like him. I expect he'll be back at some point. Do you mind if I wait here for him?
Nobody objects, and Knuckles gestures for him to sit. Shadow sits.
Would you like some food, Prince Shadow?
No, thank you. Also, just Shadow is fine. I think I may have lost the royal title when my father tried to execute me.
Knuckles snorts.
Ha!
Wow.
Shade's lips twitch.
May I ask your name?
Certainly, I am Sir Lee and Shaman of the tribe.
Sarah Lee. That's
Oh wow.
nice!
Oh wow.
Certainly, I'm Sarah Lee and the Shaman of the tribe. This is my companion, Jade, who will be leading one of our factions into battle tomorrow. He is one of our elders named Saber, and this is Rutan, who is responsible for your slave leaving us earlier.
No big loss. And I don't get you slave owners either. Oh, fuck. My accent's slipping too. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. Like an MP.
Just like... Why do you even want such a pitiful partner? I mean, a partner with so much lower in status than you. Rutan decides to change his wording when Laura Lee suddenly coughs and Knuckles casually stands up with a firewood axe in his hand.
Violet?
Axe! Shout out Hager. There's a few reasons. One of them is that he could defeat you with both his hands tied and blindfolded. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a Laura Sue. Oh, and I bet you would know what that pretty boy of yours could do with both hands tied and a blindfold, right?
Right.
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 Knuckles has a violent coughing fit.
I don't know. Not the vet. You don't know what it is.
Larasu, will you behave yourself?
Just saying what everyone's thinking.
Laura Sue sits next to Shadow.
Hi, I'm Lara Sue. You are the guy who owns the blue hunk hog, right? What?
Knuckles is now red in the face. He stands and cracks his knuckles.
Okay, that's it. Will everyone please excuse me for a moment while I strangle my idiot sister?
Whoa, hey. You try and you die, you overgrown puggle.
Laura Sue backflips off the log and lands in a crouched ready stance,
Yeah.
drawing two short swords from her
What was
belt.
I there, Elite?
Yeah, you were literally. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna roll with it.
We're just rolling with it.
We're gonna roll with it.
It's not like we're all not trying to just do African accents anyway.
Y'all are. I'm great.
I'm not good. So, it's fine.
Struggling ass niggas.
Fuck you. My Chadwick Boseman has been pretty on point.
Oh, okay.
He's about as alive as he is. Rutan rolls his eyes and gets up to leave.
It's mean.
Then Laura Sue's swords burst into green flames of chaos energy which makes Shadow's jaw drop.
Huh. Neat. Yeah, now it's you.
Knuckles, Larasu, stop this nonsense and sit out this instant.
Knuckles and Laura Sue both withdraw from their ready stances.
Yes, Mom. I'm only doing one accent because
Oh,
I'm
no.
both those characters.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
They both sit back down somewhat dejectedly. Laura Sue starts inspecting one of her blades.
I must apologize for my sibling's behavior. As a puggle, she was dropped on her head a lot.
Nice.
Ha! Oi! Most of that was you trying to give me noogies, as far as I can remember. It's fine.
Laura Sue sheathes her blades and starts eating a skewer of meat. Shadow looks around, hoping to see Sonic somewhere.
So, when you said that earlier about your blue boy actually being a big fighter, was that actually true? You can answer honestly now, you know, Rutan's gone.
I'm a bigger fighter.
You're right, yeah, clearly.
Clearly.
I'm black. It doesn't really matter who hears it, but yes, he is about the strongest fighter I've seen.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, I've seen him too, and granted, he is a total hottie hog. Oh, gross.
Whoa, what the
Hottie hog.
Hottie hog.
But there's not much muscle on him, is there?
So is it like a hot hedgehog?
Yeah.
Or like he's hogging the baddies?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Doesn't seem like he could pack a punch. Hottie.
Damn.
Yeah. Shadow chokes as he tries to repeat the phrase. He glances helplessly at Knuckles, who only shakes his head in defeat. When Laura Sue finishes her question, Shadow turns serious and thinks for a few moments. Then he exhales slowly.
Sonic fights with speed, not with strength. And he's defeated many opponents several times his size. If he's out for damage in close combat, he kicks before he punches, and his attacks are effective because of the swiftness of their impact rather than the simple strength behind them. He's adept at a variety of styles, incorporating aerial combat as well as using the environment to his fullest advantage. Also, trying to actually hit the bastard when he's dancing rings around you is the most exasperating thing you can imagine.
Knuckles raises his eyebrows. Laura Sue laughs.
Ha 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 ha! Sounds like you've been having some fun times with him then. But he did not challenge Rutan to an actual battle, just ran away. Even if I admit the way he disabled him before was that skillful, if he is actually holding such power as you claim, then why would he flee from an opponent who has insulted him?
Shadow stares into the fire and thinks.
I don't think he actually likes using violence against other people if he can avoid it. He's got a temper, but I think in this case he was thinking more along the lines of not wanting to hurt a warrior on the eve of battle. When he does pick an actual fight, it's mostly for amusement, really, or for defending others. He rarely bothers to stand up for himself. He never takes a life either, no matter what other people have tried to do to him.
Shade runs a hand through her dreadlocks.
Nah, Shade's a her. What you're describing about this fighting style, I don't know, I'm stuck between like African ninja and just straight up African.
Oh, just roll with it, brother.
African.
Whatever comes out.
African.
Oh no.
What's up?
No, I'm just African.
The racism started peering through.
I'm like, no, I'm not racist.
What you're describing about his fighting style is impressive, but the rest sounds like hopeless naivety. He is disinclined to fight others to the point where he lets them push him into the dirt. To me, that sounds like a tamed and declawed pet after all. Are you really sure he will be of any use when the war begins tomorrow?
Shadow snorts, but doesn't bother to reply.
More drugs?
Instead, Saber finally speaks up, replying in a slow, rumbling voice.
I don't think we got a saber.
You!
You speak
Says in a slow rumbling voice.
as befits your young years.
Okay.
Shade.
Okay.
But those who survive and live to tell the tales of battle and of wars long past, we know that there are three things you shall fear if you are wise. As Saber talks, the atmosphere becomes more ominous, and the wind picks up noticeably.
Noticeably.
Everyone leans in closer to hear him. They are the sea in a storm, and a night with no moon. But most of all, the anger of one who is gentle.
I like how this is the threatening nigga.
She looks unconvinced. Laura Sue seems to be thinking. Shadow recalls Sonic's reaction to the slave trader who owned Tails. The ominous atmosphere slowly returns to normal.
Huh? You know, that kind of reminds me of an old poem, but I can't quite remember it anymore. But it was about the same thing, like about demons that will run, and something to do with the night that falls and drowns the sun.
Shadow joins in with mild surprise.
When a good man goes to war, y'all are gay.
Laura Sue blinks at Shadow in surprise, and then clasps her hands together excitedly.
Yeah, that's it. You know it? I came across it in my childhood. It's part of an old legend of our tribe, about an ageless hero who fights to save the world. Our mom would tell us stories about Dokura the Echidna every night. Dokura!
Bakaga!
Yeah. Gora! Yes, that pretty much sounds like the Faker to me. The Faker? I mean, Sonic, it's a nickname. Right.
Laura Sue leans forward, folds her arms on her knees, and brushes her red bangs out of her face.
Really? He wants to save the world? Your slave? It's what he does mostly. I'm just along for the ride.
Laura Lee nods and smiles at Shadow.
That is a noble pursuit of your companion, Prince Shadow. But may I ask, what is it that you want?
What? What do you mean?
You speak of everything you've done so far as if you have been Sonic's ideas and wishes alone. While that is a strange idea considering you are supposed to be the owner and he the one owned, it leaves me to wonder, what is it that you yourself hope to achieve? We live but once.
Joke's on you, bitch. I'm immortal.
He really is the ultimate life form.
The ultimate life form.
Yep. Laura Lee gazes at Shadow with serene affection and gentle sympathy. Shadow shakes his head and runs a hand through his quills to try not to appear emotional.
There's not much I want. People can leave me alone. That's good enough, bro. Swear he me. Bro, swear he me, bro. On God, nigga. Just leave me the fuck alone. Shit. What? You were raised as a prince and a warrior and you weren't even questing for glory or power? No goal at all?
Shadow turns to Shade.
You may not share my view, but I don't really see the point of glory. And as for a goal, I used to have one once. It was to save someone I cared about. But all the power I had couldn't help when she died trying to protect me.
Shade's challenging expression vanishes.
Where's my dying Dr. Kelp?
Everyone is silent for a few moments.
Fucking MCU humor right there, boy.
Absolutely.
Your lover? My sister.
Shade lowers her gaze and looks away. Saber nods slowly. Knuckles gently lays a hand on Shadow's shoulder. Laura Sue briefly touches her heart and then her sword. Laura Lee whispers something and then throws some powder into the fire, which briefly changes to the sky blue color of Maria's dress. Shadow's view of the fire turns into a flashback of Maria's last moment aboard the Ark, in corridors filled with fire and red lights and the sounds of sirens and gunfire.
Bang.
Then Shadow remembers her last smile at him.
Ever since Maria died, I haven't had a purpose, just wandering between Rouge's club and the Ark. Nothing to treasure but my memories, until now.
Shadow's memory of Maria's smile transitions to his memory of Sonic's last smile before dropping from the gallows.
Shadow! Shadow! Now I have a purpose again. Someone to make new memories. Someone to smile for me just like she did. But this time it's a happy memory because this time it ended right. Out of all the times I've nearly died, this was the first time I actually felt grateful to still be alive.
Shadow smiles faintly.
Shadow's getting an internal will to live. This is
Right.
crazy.
Development. She had a last wish before she went. She wanted me to give the people of my world a chance to be happy. Except I'm not too terribly skilled at happy, if you haven't noticed by now. I don't know. Sonic actually seemed quite happy before Rutan had to run his mouth, that is.
Rutan a hater, man.
Yeah. The jealous closeted homosexual. Yeah.
I want him to be prideful too.
I'd say you're actually not half bad at this. I mean, considering he's a slave and all, I'd expect him to absolutely hate his life, but you seem to have been able to make him like it.
Shadow raises an eyebrow and thinks for a moment. He seems to almost smirk deviously, but then he shrugs instead.
Maybe. Mostly I just take care to allow him to have as much freedom as possible. That seems to do the trick. Is that why you let him run loose so often and allowed him to run off from this campfire previously? That plays into it. Also, there's not much I could do anyway. Catching that hedgehog when he's got a couple of minutes head start and doesn't want to be caught is pretty much impossible, even for me.
That's crackhead speed.
Right. Don't think I would, even if I could, though. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of having a pet in the first place, if they come and go as they please? People keep cats, don't they? It's complicated, but when he can do what he wants to, well, what he does do is mostly try to make things better for everyone. Wait, that's kind of what your sister wanted, isn't it?
Shadow blinks in surprise.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Shadow looks up at the stars, still smiling.
It is time to go home.
Shadow looks back at everyone else.
I like making her last wish come true, so it took him a while to convince me, but in the end I agreed to help him overthrow Black Doom's kingdom. Here, that's one crazy ambitious pet you've got there if I ever saw one. You could say that. Though by now I wish my crazy ambitious pet would develop some extra crazy ambitions to actually come back here before dawn. Is there anything shiny around here that could have distracted him? Well, nothing shiny, but he was talking to the fox kid you brought a little while ago. What? You saw him? With the two-tail? Sure. I just stopped by to talk to the two of them before I dropped in here.
Shadow dashes off.
Pew.
Just a big-ass cloud of dust
Right.
and all this motion and just...
Pew. Whoa! That guy sure can run as fast as his pet.
Okay. That was a lot of reading on your part.
Yeah, it was.
Good job.
Yeah. I did my best to keep up the differences so you knew who was talking, but Jesus Christ.
Scene 89 continued. Exterior, other campfire continued. Sonic is enthusiastically telling Young Tails about his various adventures with Tails. Young Tails listens in amazement and wonder, looking more excited with each tale. Shadow arrives soon, but his expression softens, and he decides to stand in the dark and watch for a minute before making his presence known.
And then, once we got to the Frog Forest,
Sonic Heroes.
This other hedgehog was all like, wham, this is a day to die for. And me and my buddy and my other friend, we were just about to rush in and blunt his spine so hard that it wouldn't be able to cut cheese no more, and...
Shadow steps up behind Sonic and cuts him off.
Ahem.
Sonic turns around and beams up at Shadow.
Oh, hey there, Shads. Was just telling Tails some old adventures of mine where I fought this completely unrelated dark-furred maniac hedgehog, and completely won, by the way.
How fascinating. Has he also mentioned how he also got his tail handed to him on a silver platter and then locked behind bars by that very same dashing, handsome, dark stranger only a year before that incident? Packed up. Stupid ass.
Smoke that nigga.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Cooked!
oh, you talking shit, but yeah.
Right, like, nigga, I beat your ass that entire game, canonically. No.
Sonic abruptly stands up.
Right. I think that's enough story time for now.
Sonic turns to Shadow and quirks up an ear.
Miss me?
No. You're a nigger.
Wow. Racist.
Well, I was wondering where you'd run off to. Fortunately, Laura Sue pointed me in the right direction.
Oh, yeah, she was here earlier. Say, if you found the campfire with Knuckles, was that jerkface still there?
No, he left. Have you eaten?
Oh. Nah, he didn't have much of an appetite when that guy was around. Hey! Word. Tails, hey! Want to come back with us to the fire where Knuckles is? We can all have a shish kebab or something.
As Sonic finishes his question, someone calls out nearby. Tails looks to where the voice came from and his expression falls.
Bring your asses on.
He turns back to Sonic.
If you don't want to get murdered, get the fuck out. Sorry, I have to go, but thank you for everything.
Yeah.
And I really like the stories. And your friend who kind of looks like me, he seems nice.
Tails scuffs a toe on the ground.
Ah!
Then he suddenly gives Sonic a fierce hug around the waist. Sonic is surprised for a moment, but then hugs him back. He smiles at Shadow over Tails' head and closes his eyes. They eventually let go, and Tails smiles at Sonic and Shadow one more time before hurrying to assemble with the Puggles. Sonic and Shadow stand by the fire and watch him go. Sonic holds Shadow's hand, interlacing their fingers.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Shadow.
Finished everything then.
Sonic looks up at the stars briefly, like he's pondering the question, but then he looks back at Shadow with no trace of doubt.
Yeah. Let's save this world and go home, Shads. Together.
Together forever.
No. 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 Chapter 101. Scene C3. Back in the lab again. Scene 91.
Fucked
Sonic
up.
and Shadow at the fire. Back to the lab again. Oh no! Back to C34.
That shit was a bop, man.
Pizza. Yeah, that shit was gas.
Them Cartoon Network groovies, man.
Yeah.
Heat.
Different.
Heat. Flames. John.
All right. Exterior Tails' house, sunset.
Superior tech.
The sky was a slight unhealthy yellowish glow,
Oh, no.
or has a slight unhealthy yellowish glow to it as the sun sets, and the wind has picked up considerably. Tails stands outside his house for a moment to notice these effects, looking slightly unnerved.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Interior Tails' lab, moments later.
Superior tech.
Tails enters the lab where Prince Shadow and Subsonic are still waiting behind the chaos-shielding force field. Sonic is in a corner, looking anxious and small. Shadow is standing at the edge of the force field with his arms crossed, glaring at Tails balefully. Balefully?
Yeah, balefully. You said that
Balefully,
right.
okay.
Yeah. Undurfed. Never forget.
Mm.
And our captor has returned. Tell me, just how long are you planning on keeping us imprisoned in your fortress before I shall lay waste to it?
Tails suddenly rolls his eyes and heads to a workbench.
You need to lay waste to some bitches.
Just Tails just snaps.
Right.
I was just quit. I
It's
was
like
like,
they-
you got it. You got it.
Sick of y'all shit, man.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go find the one with the titties. Yeah, that one.
You should,
Obviously.
clearly, if you want to lay waste to anything, you should probably hurry up. What was that, knave? Nothing.
Tails powers up some machines and gets to work.
Oh.
Scene 91. Exterior Echidna Camp moments later.
Fuck.
Sonic and Shadow are walking back through the camp to the first campfire.
Anyone else you'd like to visit and improve their life before we go home? Because I've taken such a fancy to this place, I'd simply love to...
Shut up!
Sonic cuts him off with a playful shove and sticks out his tongue.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Aw. So sorry to have been wasting your time with my saving people thing, master. Of course, it's not like without me making friends with Silver, we'd be dead at the gallows or anything. Or without me freeing Knuckles, the echidnas wouldn't be giving us free food and shelter at the moment. Or without me talking to...
point taken.
Sonic gives Shadow a cocksure grin,
Cocksure.
which turns into a warm expression as he says,
Come on, chats. You know it feels good to help.
Shadow gives a non-committal grunt in response.
Stupid bitch.
Exterior campfire continued.
Fuck. And the runaway pet returns.
Run away.
Have you been retrieved by your owner then?
Sonic's expression becomes deadpan, and he stops with his hands on his hips.
Nigger.
Sassily, Sonic says.
Nigger, but with zest.
Put a little Mrs. Dash on it.
All right.
Just like a little dash of the little pinch of the little
Yeah,
dash.
Himalayan rock salt.
A little bit of that pink shit. Yeah, man. Yeah,
man,
some
the pink-
MSG.
This nigga.
Chinese food now.
You the goddamn line, man.
Right. You know what? Screw you guys. I
going
can
home.
go. I can do what I want, whatever I want, and visit any place I choose to. And if that's not freedom, I don't know what that is. Y'all tell you what, boy, that's America, goddamn.
I hate it here so much.
And I bet with all your tribe laws in place, that's actually more freedom than you have.
Shade's sneer becomes a glower.
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 Fuck. Now you got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to read
Flower.
more books, man. I'm like Kanye, man. I don't read.
I don't read.
I don't read. Why am I always in a bad contract? Why am I always in a bad contract? Huh?
Slavery was a choice.
Slavery was a choice.
I don't
Clearly,
read.
because I don't read.
Free people heaven.
Sonic grins in satisfaction.
You fucking good. You good.
I ain't saying free people heaven, bro. It just left it on the table. It was just free people heaven.
It's an item.
Left it there.
Item.
All right, where we at, man?
That's a
And
fucking
just in case
fucking
any of
stand
you
name.
still think staying with him isn't completely on my own decision,
Sonic grins brightly and then turns to Shadow, who's still standing beside him, and brings him in for a sudden kiss.
okay.
Shadow and the echidnas are surprised. The kiss is just as sweet and intimate as their very first
Oh
kiss.
my god. You are gay.
Why are y'all gay? When it's over, Sonic faces the echidnas again with a bright grin. Shadow still looks stunned, and his legs are a bit wobbly.
He got him. I got him to get up.
I normally do this on a fucking Patreon. Yeah,
The timing was too
it
good.
was too good, man.
You are gay. Who says I'm gay? Why are you gay?
That's
How do you
a
gay?
crazy question to ask.
Right. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? I'm like,
Who says I'm gay? You are gay. Like no clarification needed at all. Just you're gay.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
You're gay.
You're he's gay.
He's gay!
It's your line, man.
So I'd love to hear what you have to say to that.
Eventually, Laura Sue's stunned expression turns into a small, cheeky smile.
Well, honey hog. God, these fucking nicknames. Congratulations on your proposal springs to mind.
That might be gayer than the sex scenes, bro.
A little bit.
Shadow's wobbly legs finally give out.
Wait,
bit.
what? I always try to recreate the what from fucking Sonic battle. Like when he gets knocked out.
What?
What? He's like genuinely in disbelief.
Right.
I'm the main character. How dare you?
It's Sonic battle,
Not no Shadow battle.
not Knuckles battle.
Not no Amy battle, definitely.
Sonic
Chaos battle, that's probably
Battle.
trademarked somewhere else.
Wanick. Again?
We make this game sells because I'm on it.
They need to remake it for Switch, or put it on Switch and add Metal Sonic.
Right.
Yeah. Scene C33. Minutes later, the lab is quiet. Tails is bent over a table, working carefully on an open console with a screwdriver and some electrodes.
Not gonna lie, I was like, nigga, I know we ain't getting into no Sonic High School territory. Like Shadow broke out and took this nigga, man.
Hey, I put my hands on Master Flex.
Why would you go with that verse?
What made you go with that verse?
He doesn't notice the sound of someone's stomach grumbling as he works.
Yep. Fox Kid.
Tails freezes for a few moments. Then he straightens up and turns to Shadow's surprise.
Yeah.
Shadow licks his lips.
Hey, yo.
LL Cool J.
They call me Big Shaddy. My my I can't.
All right, let's go.
I need at least another 5 patrons for Big Shaddy, bro.
That's a crazy name, bro. He did it again,
Bro. Oh, fuck. All right, cool. Whew. My pet is hungry. Don't you feed your captives in this strange country? Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot.
Tails.
I forgore.
That nigga. They're starving them niggas.
Right.
Trying to get answers. Tails is about to get up, but then he looks back at the console. He bites his lip.
But I'm almost finished with this, and it's really urgent, and if you can just wait 20 more minutes, please.
Tails is so astonished he drops his screwdriver. Sonic raises his head with a pleading expression.
Master, please. This slave will be fine. Do not trouble yourself.
Shut the fuck up and eat. You're gonna sell me some gas.
It has the greatest song in existence in the middle of that thing.
Just hanging out with my family, having ourselves a party. I love my friends.
But Birdemic Shocking Terror.
Go watch that.
Watch it.
Go
James Wynn, you a fool for this one.
Yeah, you are. He was in his duffel. That nigga was in his attache case for that
He was
shit.
in a fucking Birkin. A goddamn Supreme Edition Birkin.
A William Birkin.
You're not gonna get that.
Shout out Resident Evil.
There it is.
Shadow sharply turns his head towards Sonic, who flinches and stops talking with a flicker of panic on his face.
No.
You're in my care, pet. As such, any decisions regarding your health are mine to make.
Sonic hastily drops his gaze.
But you mustn't, this slave can't be spoiled, or bleeding for food is not something Master
Say
can-
something else. Say another motherfucking word.
Who wants a beat?
Who want a beating? Oh, it is my life's mission to find that video.
To find that, like, a
That clip. Just who want a beating?
Shadow. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. Shadow breathes in sharply and heads over to Sonic, who cringes again, lowering his head with his eyes squeezed shut. Tails is about to panic, but then Shadow reaches out and gently pets Sonic's head. Sonic quickly relaxes. Tails is dumbstruck again. Eventually, Shadow rests his hand on Sonic's neck and looks back at Tails.
I don't know what you think of me otherwise, Vulpine, but I am first and foremost a ruler. I care about what is mine, and I will do everything I can to protect it from harm.
Tails takes a few more moments to think of a reply.
I'll bring something. Be right back.
Tails heads off.
We gotta give them a burger.
Gotta get these niggas. No, it's pizza. It's in the title.
Oh, yeah.
Here's some pizza.
Yay.
Scene 91 continued.
Definitely got them Papa John's. I've had 40 pieces in 30 days.
Stay tuned.
The day of reckoning will be upon us all.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
What do you have planned, John? Stay tuned.
Nigger.
Moments later,
Nigger.
Shadow.
Oh my God.
God damn it. Shadow is sitting on a log at the fire now. Sonic is still standing next to him.
A wedding proposal? Oh, fuck. Like 7 characters.
God damn it.
Basically, neither of you is married. You are of age, and he kissed you in front of several tribe members on the eve of battle. That's a definite asking for your hand. You sit down.
Sonic sits on the ground between Shadow's legs and leans back against his abdomen as Shadow continues.
Before you get us in any more trouble.
Sonic smiles a bit nervously. Laura Sue leans forward.
Well, are you gonna accept my prince? He's of a lower status, so technically that's the correct procedure. He had to dare to ask you for something. You could choose to give it to him. I'm gonna give it to him, all right?
Already did. Shadow looks at Sonic helplessly. Oh, God. Sonic only looks back with bemusement and befuddled surprise. Shadow clears his throat and looks around at everyone else again. They're listening with great interest.
But no matter what I say, you can't seriously be suggesting a marriage ceremony now of all times.
It could be fun. This being the Echidna tribe, there'll probably be fire and goat sacrifices and stuff. Ow!
Hush. Your filterless nonsense has brought us enough chaos in one day.
Shadow looks at the echidnas again.
Right? That boy got a paragraph.
That's a paragraph. All right. Give me a little sippy sip.
Yeah, man.
Sip in.
And catch a flavor, nigga.
All right.
I know you're probably thinking of the marriage celebrations in your castle in the splendor, but this is our tribe, and asking for a hand on the eve of battle means a war marriage, whose ceremony is a quick affair, but no less important or sincere. A marriage in those circumstances,
Jesus Christ.
it's about knowing whether you have another night with your loved one. It's about not knowing whether there will be a child of blood or of choice. And about what happens if the answer should be no. So either of you fall on the battlefield tomorrow, the gods may know to unite your souls in the warrior's realm. But the question still stands, my prince. Will you accept him at your side?
No.
Shadow meets Sonic's gaze again.
That was a lot.
For once, Sonic is sitting perfectly still, just looking back at Shadow expectantly. A few moments pass.
I don't think you should be saying that, but I guess.
Your choice. I'll love you either way.
Queer.
Pause.
I'm like, bro, like, this is the first drop of that shit? I don't remember him saying the L word. Sonic's like, he's way too overeager, man. Like, real beta at him. Alright. But, mind you, I'm sorry I couldn't propose with the Chaos Emerald embedded in a giant engagement ring. Then again, I bet Knuckles would have had something to say about damaging any of his magic rocks for jewelry.
Sonic,
Yeah?
shut it. Answer's yes.
Shadow slips a finger under Sonic's collar and pulls him into a soft kiss. The echidnas cheer loudly as Laura Lee speaks.
I hereby bless these marriage in the times of strife. I can't even. May your bond last until peace returns, and longer or honorable death entwines your spirits in the realm of warriors for eternity.
Cool.
Woo!
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 Cool.
CNC 34.
Yeah.
C4.
Exterior Tails' house minutes later.
Allahu Akbar.
Rule 34.
Yeah, we've had some of
Wow,
that.
that.
Angel Island is now floating above Tails' house, blocking out the stars. Interior Tails' lab continued. Subsonic and Prince Shadow look at their margarita pizza in confusion.
Oh man, that sounds really good.
Oh, yeah. Tails is working at his console again, wearing dark goggles.
I always enjoy like the Tails like drawings of like him and Goggles doing like work.
Right.
Like that's like he looks like the coolest doing that shit.
Real Tails.
Real Tails.
Not Miles. It's fucking
Iron Man.
Tails.
Miles right there.
Miles Stark.
That's Miles right there.
Oh my God. Are you trying to... Oh fuck, that's the bad Shadow. Are you trying to poison him, cleft-tailed fox demon?
Tails heaves a tired sigh, but Knuckles answers for him.
It's frozen pizza, Hedgehog. The blue nuisance usually lives on that stuff. And while I personally think it tastes like cardboard, I have yet to see anybody die from it. Frozen what? Cheap Italian fast food? Oh fuck, pizza? Things pretending to be tomatoes and cheese baked on something that looks almost like bread.
Shadow looks a bit grossed out.
Exactly.
Knuckles walks over to Tails. Sonic is already eating a slice of pizza ravenously.
How's it going? Actually, pretty good. Now we're just waiting for Rouge to get back with the gemstone I asked for. And then with the Master Emerald right above us and the available levels of energy through the roof.
Tails points to a complicated screen with
the
several
roof.
maxed out dials on it.
If the mountain won't come to the prophet, that is. If we can't find the emerald that we're missing, we're going to make our own emerald.
Sonic burps very loudly.
Burp.
Belch.
Gas. C91 continued.
Gas noises.
Minutes later, Sonic finishes his dinner looking satisfied.
Okay, yeah, I had to like check for
Which Sonic?
Which Sonic?
Yeah.
So how's that battle going to look like tomorrow? What?
So how's that battle going to look like
Yeah,
tomorrow?
okay, yeah.
Nigger?
So how's that battle going to look like tomorrow? Who's everyone that's going to be fighting?
Shade looks at Sonic incredulously.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's right, Larsu. Well, it's mostly going to be Black Doom's troops fighting against several smaller groups. The strongest of them being our tribe, of course, though the largest in numbers might be Queen Alina's army. She's been fighting for nearly 2 years.
2 years. I mean, that is really a long time.
She lost her only son.
That's me.
Oh, wait.
No, that's Lee.
No, I'm saying like it's
Oh,
her
yeah.
only
Oh, yeah,
son.
you're his son. Yeah.
Her only son is Sonic,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is I.
the lost son. You're...
Here I am.
She lost her only son. No one knows, or no one really knows what happened to him, but most of the rumors say he is Black Doom's realm, kept in prison somewhere, much like Knuckles was. And if I know anything, it is that a mother will never stop searching.
There you go. Punching my way through.
Wheels came off at the finish line.
All right. Yeah. I'm like,
She will never stop searching.
oh man.
You ever see those horse
I
races?
am.
Where the horses slip? Did the giant
I am listening to this episode during work tomorrow, bro. Like,
The strength of the Black Panther
away.
will be stripped. He
Away.
Fuck.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Some funny niggers, man. Some funny niggers.
All right, cool. Let me get right. Yeah. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No.
I mean, some say he was abducted.
Stole.
Some say he ran away.
Cheryl.
Some say he's already dead. Some rumors even said that not even your father knew the whereabouts of that prince and was looking for him for himself to use as a hostage and leverage, but no one could ever find a trace. I can't say I've ever heard anything substantial regarding her son, and I tried to avoid concerning myself with my father's affairs, so unfortunately I know no more than you do. What is known about this prince? Only that he's a hedgehog, and he probably has some sort of unnatural fur color like his mother.
Hedgehog.
Purple or blue or turquoise or something.
Nice, right?
Could be anyone, really. Nigga.
Yeah. Anyone, right?
Ha! Keck.
Yeah.
But you said there's more factions fighting. Well, King Maximilian of Acorn will be the third party fighting against Black Doom,
Nice.
now that the negotiations have been broken off. Although he might not have mobilized all his troops yet. And then there might be Queen Blaze joining our side too. I mean, at first there were discussions about her actually becoming an ally of Black Doom, but then there was talk that you rejected her daughter Amy's hand in marriage.
Laura Sue trails off with a questioning look at Shadow. Sonic looks uncomfortable at the reminder of Amy.
Ah!
Shadow's eyebrows rise in surprise.
Yes, I suppose I may have done that. The princess and I were not entirely compatible. Oh, fuck. Well, seeing as you just recently married a male, I can see how that happened.
They don't like gay people.
No.
They don't, and they're not very subtle either.
Right. It's like, oh, wow. Yeah,
wow.
I see motherfuckers
Lot of-
really compatible.
Lot of shit making sense. She was missing the dick.
Yeah, missing a part there.
Right.
Shade runs her fingers along the edge of her blade.
Still, I'm not sure whether it will be a good thing or a bad thing if the Cat Queen enters the war. Meow.
Why not?
Well, it's only a legend, but they say when Queen Blaze goes to war, the world burns. Boosh. Boosh!
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's what would actually happen if she got angry anywhere that wasn't either the ocean or apocalyptic world.
Boy. Boy. Polka dot world.
Post apocalyptic world was burned out anyway. Oh man.
Oh.
I'm glad she's not mad at us in our world.
Shadow snorts quietly.
But she's like in a future far away though, right?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Different dimension now.
Whatever.
She's the Sonic of her dimension. She's a princess. Just read the line, man.
Alright. Well, even without her. Wait, no.
No, that's right.
Wait, yeah, no, I had it right. Well, even without her, 3 against 1 sounds like pretty good odds to me.
Knuckles pokes some logs in the fire.
Perhaps. But Black Doom's army is vast and desperate, more afraid of what happens to them if they should lose this war than they are of dying in it.
Oh.
And then there's this strange secret weapon he seems to have acquired. We'll take care of that.
Some echidnas raise their eyebrows.
Me and Sonic excel in speed first and foremost. We'll strike first and put his army in as much disarray as possible before your tribe gets there. Hopefully we'll have wrested the weapon from his hands by then. And then what? What are you going to do with that thing once you have it? And what kind of weapon is it anyway? A gemstone, able to focus energy. I don't know how Black Doom intends to use it, though.
It'll be fine. Now that we know what to expect from Tall, Dark, and Harmsome, we'll be able to take him down in no time. Once we've had a decent nap anyway.
By this point, Sonic and Shadow both look like they're getting tired. A few moments pass in silence. Then Shadow stands up.
Stand up.
Stand up! Thank you again for your hospitality, but both of us need some more rest before the battle starts tomorrow. So if you don't mind, I think we'll take our leave now.
Bet.
Sure, go ahead. We should probably do the same.
Knuckles Knuckles stands up and heads to the tent.
I'll get you some blankets to camp out. Ah, yes. Thank you.
Everyone else starts getting up as well. Shadow tries to mask his disappointment at having to sleep outside.
Aw, is someone being an indoor hog? Come on, sleeping underneath the stars, it'll be great.
I prefer sleeping among the stars, 'cause I'm from space.
Space
Chimp.
Space spook hedgehog adventures.
Shadow the Spook Hog. But that is where we are going to cut it today.
Yeah. War
Again, right. Appreciate y'all coming consistently, giving us the Grape of Cold Money versus episode next week.
Woo!
So that'll be fun. Yeah, don't know if that'll replace fucking He Is My Master, or if we'll just do that one on another day. But we'll figure that out. We'll talk amongst ourselves. Yeah. Among us. But we'll see y'all next week.